AirHog's FPV race drone. You see what the drone sees through the FPV headset. Easy to fly and ready to race. AirHog's FPV race drone. Batteries not included, each sold separately.
The fight for the model beer begins with a little turbulence. A perfect storm of pale malts and bright hops, culminating with a crisp taste that's pure gold. Modelo Especial.
Only don't just belong on the sandwiches they with people, but a huge piece of chicken. We have the meat.
Football job.
Gate 4 is going to be the drop down after you go around the big rock, and it's not as bad, but it's another straight shot. Gate 5 is going to be interesting because it's causing some issues for some pilots. I think that they're trying to nail the throttle coming off the hill, and they're not quite lined up right.
When you're dropping into the double gates at the back of the course, you have to be careful because you're picking up a lot of speed from the corner at the top, diving into the gates. So you have to be careful that you don't hit the floor as you come through, and you have enough throttle in reserve to pick up and hit the gates perfectly and not drift into near the ground or drift into the sides.
And so to the first of 10 heats in the Californian desert, with temperatures soaring above 100 degrees. First up, we have Luke and Mac for Next Blades, and Kane and Colby representing Lumineer. And they're off! Oh, a dramatic near miss as Luke, Mac, and Colby almost wipe each other out on Gate 1. What a start! Mac takes the lead as the quads enter the elevated section of the course. Oh, almost crashes with teammate Luke at Gate 3. The 17-year-old spectacularly takes the lead. While Johnny attends to Mac's pit stop, it looks like Luke has a technical issue.
Oh, video, nothing, I got nothing. I'm done. I've got it recovered.
Amazingly, it works. He regains picture and rejoins the race. Kane Madera into the home stretch. He's looking good. Oh no, he clips the last gate and he is down.
I crashed right before I was finished.
Looks like a 1-2 finish for Next Blades. Luke comes home first, followed by Mac.
I'm pretty sure I was done.
You got 1 and 2. Did you finish, Mac?
Yeah.
Johnny, you were running pit. What was that like?
First pit in the official racing, a little crazy. We have a pretty good strategy. We're doing 1 lap, and then the other pilot does 2, so we're not at the same time. Worked out well, and we took the 1.
So Next Blades have the perfect start to the championship. Kane's last-minute error cost Lumineer dearly. Our second heat sees KDRA taking on Rebel. With Sean and Minshan in the pilot seats for KDRA, Cooper and Vince flying for Rebel. KDRA is off to a flying start with Sean and Minshan taking first and second. A tremendous start for KDRA. Despite being in first, it looks like Sean is opting to come in for his pit stop after the first lap. That's an interesting tactical decision here. Take the pressure off pitman Brian later and allows Minshan the opportunity to streak into the lead. Well, it looks like the gamble pays off as Sean rejoins the race not far behind Cooper, hot on his heels. Rebel's having a rougher ride out there, though. Oh, Vince clips the ground approaching gate 6, but it looks like, no, yeah, he has recovered. Battling for second, Cooper goes high and wide out of gate 3. Sean takes the chance to pass him. Oh, Sean's line is completely wrong for the home straight. He has to loop around, and Cooper retakes second. This battle isn't over yet. Sean once again passes Cooper as they begin the third lap. Meanwhile, out in front, Minshan is running away with it, flying clean, and he screams through the final gate in first, setting a new course record of 2 minutes, 26 seconds. His teammate Sean manages to hold off the surging Cooper, and Vince brings up the rear.
I am here with Team KDRA. You guys taking the win on this particular heat. Sean, I noticed you were just guns a-blazing right off the bat, and then came into some video issues. How is that going for you?
Dude, it's all good. We're figuring it out. We're on 200 milliwatts, so you know, we have pit stops. This is a new type of racing, and we expect it. You know, we expect to have some little blips here and there, and it's just part of it. It's actually part of the strategy as far as when we're going to pit as well. So you got to think about everything. It's not just racing.
An impressive performance by KDRA, putting them alongside Next Blades atop the standings with 18 points, while Team Rebels sit in third with 9. Heat 3 sees the debut of our final team, Thunder Power, with pilots Chris Garza and Bapu Madhu taking on Luke and Johnny of Next Blades. It's a tentative start for Garza as he drops into fourth, while Luke's experience on the track shows and he races into first. Look at him screaming through gate 3. Here comes Bapu behind him, and oh! He gets lucky, and despite clipping gate 3, he manages to recover. Interesting, as they did in the previous heat, Next Blades decide to split their pit stops, and Mac is so fast on those battery changeovers. NASCAR's gonna come calling for him. As Johnny is, oh, he misjudges his approach to gate 3, and he crashes out of the race. With Johnny down and Luke way out in front, Thunder Power only need to finish to get a solid score. Once again, here's Bapu struggling with gate 3, and oh no. He hits the gate so hard the drone has just buried itself inside the frame. All that's left is for Luke and Garza to finish. There it goes. Luke takes 10 points for Next Blades, and Garza gets 8 for Thunder Power.
Team Rebel, Team
Johnny, this is your first race. Looks like you took a fall in the first lap. What was going on?
Yeah, my line was just off. I went straight into the gate. The quad's probably absolutely destroyed, so I gotta try and regroup and get back on track.
An inauspicious start for Johnny, but Luke's faultless race gives Next Blades a well-deserved 10 points. Heat 4 sees Lumineer and Rebel return to the track, hoping to improve on their disappointing first rounds. For Lumineer, it's Colby and Phil, whilst Rebel have Vince and Michael raring to go. Oh, almost a disaster on the first gate for the Rebel pilots as they narrowly avoid a mid-air collision. For Lumineer, though, oh, no such luck. Phil plows into the ground after the first gate, maybe trying to avoid that collision. 2 laps in, and gate 3 once again proves problematic for the pilots. Vince loops around to reapproach, and oh no, he is down after hitting the gate. Just skim the top of it. Colby comes into the pit at the end of the second, with Michael hot on his heels. Now this is where time and technique really matters. You see Kane there. He's got to swap out the battery, reconnect, and secure in the shortest time possible. But for Lumineer, it's a great pit stop. Colby returns to the race.
My video's not working.
It looks like there might be some problems over in the Rebel pit. It's not powering up.
Yeah. Reset. Good.
That is a costly mistake. That is going to lose Michael over 10 seconds. which is going to gift first place and 10 points to Colby. Big power loop to celebrate.
Vince, looks like you clipped a gate, man. What was going on?
Yeah, I lined out too much to the right of the triangle gate. There was this big rock. I had to juke it to the left, but I hit the gate. Bummer, but Mike did finish, though, so.
That's right. Bringing in second place, bringing in 8 points. How's it feel?
Feels good, man. Feels good. We just changed the props on my quad, so it's just getting a feel for it. And it felt pretty locked in, so it was perfect.
So 2 finishers and 2 failures in Heat 4, with 10 valuable points going to Lumineer. Coming up after the break, we have more drama as our teams continue to battle it out in the DHL Champions Series heats.
You take off here, you land here.
New AirHogs FPV race drone puts you in the cockpit. You see what the drone sees through the FPV headset. Easy to fly and ready to race, so you can go from rookie to pro. Are you ready to join the race? AirHogs FPV race drone. Batteries not included. Each sold separately.
The fight for the model beer begins with a little turbulence. A perfect storm of pale malts and bright hops, culminating with a crisp taste that's pure gold. Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit.
CashNetUSA.com, man.
I help when money's tight.
If approved, you may get the money you need as soon as tomorrow. Ha! Ha!
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Wimbledon and French Open, 2.2 million. US and Australia Open, 3.7 million. WTA Finals, 1.7 million. Grit. Power. Speed. It's on. The Porsche Race to Singapore. Only the best will make it to WTA Finals. Watch the race unfold all the way to Singapore. Only on BN Sports and BN Sports Connect 10.
This opportunity to come in the recording studio and record for BN Sports was probably the biggest thing that's ever happened to our young college band program.
Never expected that I would end up in a studio recording for an actual sports channel. That's something that's going to be heard nationally.
Feels legit. You know, we'll go and we'll play for football games, for high school students, but the fact that we're at a recording studio or real sound engineers, it's the real big thing, you know.
Oh my gosh, they were so excited. The drummers were practicing all the way over here from FIU on their drum pads.
Especially since we were mic'd, we had to make sure that all our pitches and all our notes were on point every single time so that we didn't have to do it again and again.
After the mastering, after the editing, we're going to be hearing ourselves and we're going to, it's a nice feeling to say that was me or that was us.
Watch the college football season and catch the FIU marching band perform the original soundtracks for the BN Sports coverage.
Welcome back to the beautiful Trona Pinnacles for more fast-paced drone racing action. Heading into our 5th heat, KDRA have the chance to go to the top. Meanwhile, Thunder Power have much to do after their disappointing start. For KDRA, Sean and Brian are flying. For Thunder Power, it's Ricky and Chris Garza. And they're off. Sean Taylor with his patented explosive start, easily one of the fastest pilots in the world. Chris Garza coming to Gate 3, and well, like a lot of our pilots, he has had some trouble on Gate 3. Once again, Sean Taylor's taking the early pit stop. It worked last time, why not? Coming into the home straight, Brian is too high. He has to reset on Gate 6, and oh no! Garza has snuck ahead of him, but oh, he takes back second, clipping Garza as he does so. It's a hard-fought battle for second place with both Thunder Power pilots on Brian's tail. Oh, he makes the same mistake again as he makes his way to the pit. After the second lap, it looks like there's some confusion in the Thunder Power pit. Both pilots have come in at once. Bapu changes over Ricky's battery before moving on to Garza, but there seems to be a problem.
Dude, it's not arming.
It's armed now.
Go, go.
With Min Chan's quick changeover in the KDRA pit, Brian is away and quickly putting distance between himself and Thunder Power. Problems persisting for Thunder Power, with Garza again struggling with his line. He can't seem to lock it in. He's coming into gate 3. Oh, but it's gate 4 that ultimately proves his downfall. So Sean and Brian hold on to the 1-2 finish. The only consolation for Thunder Power being Ricky's 3rd place finish.
Bapu, this was your first time pitting, and what I noticed is that it looks like there was a little bit of trouble. Did you guys all come in at the same time?
We all came at the same time. Our strategy was to do 2 and 2, which is obviously a bad strategy. We know that. We're going to improvise next time.
The halfway stage, all of the teams have completed 2 races. KDRA, Next Blades, and Rebel are top of the pile. Heat 6 features Next Blades pilots Mac and Johnny, and Rebels Cooper and Mike.
Here we go.
Fast start for Next Blades, Johnny, who's blade to blade with Rebels Mike. Nice line by Johnny through gate 3. Oh, Mike may have clipped Johnny there, passing him on gate 5. What a battle. On to lap 2, and Mac, who has led from the start, is dominating.
Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it.
Rebels Cooper pit stops at the end of lap 3, but...
Video! I unplugged it right away, man.
It seems like Mike has lost video. Vince may have interfered with Mike's feed there. Either way, he is out. Both the Next Blades pilots are in 1st and 2nd. Mac has had a super clean run. He has to be happy with that. Johnny comes in right behind him. It's like a little victory lap here for the Next Blades. It looks like they're circling near the Rebels pilot area.
Why are they landing here? Land on your side.
Tried to land away from you so you still have good video.
But if you land here, you'll interrupt with our video, man.
It's worse over here. It's right in front of you over here. That's out away from the...
Vince is not happy with the pilot still in the air and points on the line. There's nothing in the rules to say where teams should land, but Vince is not believing this is an innocent maneuver.
Brother, you landed there. You land next to our antenna, man. It's like you do it on purpose.
Did you have any issues with your video?
Yes, we did. We did. Michael fell out of the air.
Show us the DVR of when
No, it's not about the DVR. You take off here. You land here. You don't take off here and land next to us. It's like you're doing it on purpose. It's like you're doing it on purpose. Are you doing it on purpose or not?
Come on, talk to me.
They're doing good TV.
Like we were racing and they land right next to us. They're racing here. They're supposed to land here, right? Not there.
Is the race over?
Yeah, we were still in the air.
Michael, you were blazing fast and at one point actually passed up Johnny.
Yeah.
But what happened towards the end? It sounded like there was some things going on with the other team.
Yeah.
Talk to me about it.
So I finished my pit, and then I was coming around, and as I was approaching it was like the gate, the triangle gate after the drop, it just went black. And it was because my teammate was coming into pit, not his fault at all, but it just stomped me out. And then the second that it came back, I just saw all gate, and I just went into it. But my quad's okay, so.
Well, Vince, it sounds like you've got a different theory going on. What do you think's going on over here?
Well, it's not what I think. It's just we were racing against X-Blades, and we take off at a certain position next to our booth, and we land next to our booth. And what X-Blades did, they landed both their drones next to our booth while Cooper was still in the air. And what that means, it's going to cause interference on our channel. I'm not saying they did it on purpose, but it almost seems that way, because how stupid are you to, like, take off next to your booth? But no, when I land, I'm going to land at my competition's booth. That's like I'm purposely trying to over. So I wasn't happy about that. I let them know I wasn't happy. I think, yeah, you can't do that. Just land at your booth. Don't land at our booth.
Things heating up in Heat 6. The Next Blades top the leaderboard and are 10 points clear of KDRA, who have a race in hand. Mike's crash means Rebel added only 6 points to their score. Can Lumineer in 4th catch them? They're up next against KDRA.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, guys.
Brian and Min racing for KDRA. Kane and Phil for Lumineer. We start the race in flight with Luminaire's Kane, who dramatically misses the very first gate, but makes a spectacular recovery. Power loops back onto the track. I have never seen anything like that before. He catches and then overtakes teammate Phil and KDRA's Brian to move in a second. Min is out front and flying superbly. Very clean run. Meanwhile, Brian is on Phil's tail in a battle for third place as we pass through gate 2 on lap 2. At the end of lap 3, Brian comes into the pit. Min Chan is at least a half a lap ahead, looking great. Oh no, he craters.
Oh, face safe, face safe. Okay.
So Kane takes first place for Luminaire.
Yeah, I'm done.
Phil is in second, leaving KDRA's only surviving pilot, Brian, to claim third spot.
Hot job.
Kane, Phil, you guys weren't able to finish laps last time, but this time you did, and not only that, but you took in the win. How's that feel?
It feels pretty good. So, and that was probably our most scared heat because KDI is pretty fast. So, Kane and me, I think we did a good job. Colby on the changing the batteries was perfect. So,
Kane taking that whole shot really hot, maybe a little too hot for that first gate, but I gotta say, you corrected with style. Can you tell us what was going on over there?
Yeah, so I came through the start gate and I was coming in really hot. So I bailed on the first gate. I ended up doing a power loop coming back through.
I gotta say, that was probably the best correction I have ever seen.
After 7 heats, all of the teams have completed 3 races. KDRA has closed the gap between them and the leaders' next blades, with Luminaire's outstanding performance elevating them into third place. Heat 8 sees Rebel facing off against Thunder Power. For Rebel, there's Vince and Cooper, and in the other pod, Ricky and Bapu. Off the line, Cooper has a great start and shoots into the lead, with Thunder Power in hot pursuit. Oh, but they're struck an early blow.
Crashed.
But he is not alone, as Vince has made the same mistake. With Bapu down, all the pressure is now on Ricky. And he's down as well.
What the am I doing? You crashed?
Oh, but he's back up. A little dirt on the camera, but that's not a big deal. Oh no! On his second attempt, he does the exact same thing. But this time, his race is over.
He's totally down. You're all alone.
We're in last place now.
So after 3 crashes, it's a simple race for Cooper and disappointment for Thunder Power.
And I am here with Team Rebel taking it in for the win on this heat. Cooper, the only one to finish. That's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it felt great. Those first 2 runs they were pretty much just my practice because I didn't get much practice yesterday, so I felt locked in this last heat and just gunned it. Felt great.
With only 2 heats to go and Rebel having flown their last, only Next Blades, KDRA, or Luminaire can qualify for the final. Join us after the break for the thrilling conclusion to our heats.
Police on plan. It's off.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Who will be in the finals?
You can train to race like Benny UK. His AirHogs DR1 micro race drone has cutting-edge tech, easy to fly, and ready to race, so you can go from rookie to pro. Are you ready to join the race? AirHogs DR1 micro race drone. Batteries not included, each sold separately.
Chicken this good deserves a fancier kind of cheese. So we got whole milk, fresh mozzarella from the most luxurious place on earth, Wisconsin. Arby's, we have the meats.
The moment that I met you, I thought you were fine, so fine.
Blue Moon is brewed with Valencia orange peel for a taste that shines brighter.
Federal fees, state fees.
You know, there's actually
administrative fees. What is an MTS surcharge?
You know, you kill one fee, two more grow.
Hell.
Maybe it's time for a switch.
Is there a fee for that?
No.
Switch to Boost Mobile, where your taxes and fees are now included on all plans. Plus, get 2 lines with 3 gigs of 4G LTE per line for just $50. All on the fast and reliable Sprint nationwide network. With Metro PCS, you'll spend $5 more and only get 2 gigs.
Is this for real?
The realest player.
Boost makes it easy to switch. Switching makes it easy to save.
Welcome back. We are here in the sweltering temperatures of the desert and down to our last 2 heats of the day.
Sahan.
Heat 9 sees the 2 favorites going head-to-head. This is a chance for both teams to potentially book a place in the final, with Next Blades needing a second or better to guarantee qualification. Mac and Luke are facing off against Sean and Min Chan for this heat, and it's crunch time. Luke takes an early lead with Mac in tow, but Min Chan is in touching distance as they slalom through the first 2 gates. Luke is steadily building a lead. Blazing first lap trying to close it. Oh no! Mac misjudges gate 7, has to go around, almost colliding with Sean as he makes his sprint down the home straight. The end of lap 2, Chan comes into pit. There's interference with Min's video. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Please unplug. He's unplugged.
It might be Sean's drone interfering. KDRA taking it easy, just trying to ensure that they get the points. Oh, Sean has a close call on that final lap. Luke takes first with Mac not far behind him, giving Next Blades maximum points and a place in the final with Min Chan and Sean, placing 3rd and 4th.
You did it So now perfect. we're in the finals. You did it perfect. We did exactly what we needed to do.
Yes.
Smart
Good job.
racing.
Your last race, it looks like you guys played it safe, maybe a little too safe. What was the strategy going behind that?
Oh man, we wanted to make sure that we got the points and we wanted to make sure we all finished. So I let everybody go, just cruised. As soon as I heard that Min Chan finished, I just made sure not to crash. Trying to play it safe. It may end up being a little too safe. We'll just have to wait and see.
A strong finish to the heats by Next Blades, but KDRA aren't yet in the final. With 18 points up for grabs for 1st and 2nd, Lumineer can still make that 2nd final spot. Our final heat pits Lumineer against Thunder Power. One team with all to play for, and the other just hoping to save face after a disappointing day. Colby and Kane are in the hot seat for Lumineer, Ricky and Garza flying for Thunder Power. Oh, it's a poor start for Ricky. He clips that first gate, but he's able to recover and get himself back into the race. Oh, but not for long. Damage from the crash drops the drone out of the sky.
Well, keep going.
KDRA's hopes of an upset now rest on Garza, who's off the pace in 3rd. Lumineer are in complete control, with Kane setting the blistering pace.
Yeah.
Colby is not far behind, earning Lumineer the 1-2 finish they needed.
Awesome. We are here with Team Lumineer, not only winning this heat, but man, you guys took 2nd place, guaranteeing your spot into the finals by 1 point. Tell me, that's gotta feel amazing.
Yeah, we're stoked right now. Yesterday we had a lot of technical problems. Practice was really rough. I went home and told the guys, don't worry, man, it's racing. Anything can happen on any given day. So, you know, we pulled it out today. We had a slow start, but we all chipped in and pulled it out. So we're in.
Team KDRA, I don't know what to tell you. Did you guys get that math right? What was going on here?
So I thought the points values were 5 for first and 4 for second, and it turns out they are 10 and 8. So by those numbers, we did the math completely wrong, and Lumineer took first and second, so that puts us out into third.
It's a hugely costly error on behalf of KDRA, but you can't take anything away from the performance of Lumineer, who have booked themselves a place in the finals against Next Blades. In third, KDRA miss out by a solitary point, with Rebel in fourth and Thunder Power adrift at the bottom. Racing for second place finishers Lumineer, Kane and Phil, with Colby in the pits. For first place Next Blades, Luke and Mac, with Johnny in the pits. And they're off. A rush for the whole shot on that first gate. Mac in second behind Luke and pushing it to the limit. Coming through gate 3 and lining up for gate 4, Mac is looking good.
Play it safe.
Oh no, he is smashed into the ground. Oh, look at him bounce. Mac is out. Incredibly disappointing for Mac. Luke coming through the home stretch. I think he's gonna come in for a pit right now. Well in the lead, Johnny is on the battery switch. Meanwhile, Kane has lost his line and is circling back to gate 2. He's through gate 3 clean. And Luke is back up with his signature aggressive style. Look at him carving through those gates. Luke never seems to slow down. He pushes it to the limit all the time.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Kane is in for a pit, but it sounds like Phil says he bent a prop going through that gate. Should he come in now? Does he come in now? He wants one more lap first. Meanwhile, Luke is stretching that lead. He is just tearing up the Toronto Pinnacles here.
Check my props.
Okay.
You don't have to change them, but bend them back.
Okay.
Finally coming in is Phil. Lumineer trying to figure out whether to change out a prop, it looks like.
Are you good, Kane?
Yeah, I'm good.
Phil, I have time to change your props if you want.
Damn, Luke is fast, man.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it seems like some pretty heavy damage to that prop.
Dude, it's really, it's like broken. It's gonna break in the air.
With Mac out of the race, there's really no rush. He just needs to finish to get those points. Luke screaming through 3. He's lining up to 4. Kane is not far behind him. Coming through 3 now.
Will you be all right?
Dude, it's too hot to even change this thing.
Looks like Colby's gonna need some oven mitts. Luke lining up the very final gate. And Luke is through in first place. An excellent race considering his partner Mac went down. Kane coming through behind him. Kane is through in second.
Good job, man.
And here comes Phil limping through the finish line. With 2 finishing pilots, Team Lumineer takes first place in the first race of the finals, 4 points ahead of Next Blades. With 1 final down and all to play for, join us after the break to see whether Lumineer or Next Blades will prove victorious.
Airhogs DR1 FPV race drone puts you in the cockpit. You see what the drone sees through the FPV headset. Easy to fly and ready to race. Are you ready to join the race? Airhogs FPV race drone. Batteries not included, each sold separately.
Fubo Chavez here with my new cord-cutting friend watching American football on Fubo TV.
Go!
Field goal.
Field goal!
Stream the most live sports for the least money. Try Fubo TV free today.
The fight for the model beer begins with a little turbulence. A perfect storm of pale malts and bright hops, culminating with a crisp taste that's pure gold. Modelo Especial, brewed with a fighting spirit.
The reason I chose eHarmony was honestly because you had to pay to be on there, and I felt like the people who were on there obviously really value a relationship.
For my family, we are 3 for 3 and our siblings for getting married. Thank eHarmony for that. We've all found our best match in life.
Go on eHarmony every day, check your matches, see who's out there, actually invest some time in the process, and it will work.
Stop waiting. Start communicating for free today.
Wimbledon and French Open, 2.2 million. US and Australia Open, 3.7 million. WTA Finals, 1.7 million. Grit. Power. Speed. It's on. The Porsche Race to Singapore. Only the best will make it to WTA Finals. Watch the race unfold all the way to Singapore. Only on BN Sports and BN Sports Connect 10.
Welcome back to our grand finale to see who will take the first win of this DHL Champion Series. Heat 2 of the finals will see Lumineers Colby and Phil against Johnny and Luke for next blades. And they're off. Johnny a little slow off the start, but look at that. Moves in a second, going through the gate right behind teammate Luke. Phil is flying clean, but playing it pretty safe through gate 3 and 4. Luke finishing the first lap and coming into the pit. He always lands so close to his pit man. It's a real time saver, and it just shows off his excellent control. Phil is coming down the home stretch. Oh, but he pulls up, didn't like his line.
Oh, no video. No video?
He's having some video issues, it seems. Oh, it's such a shame. Here in the finals. Circle is back online, but he has lost some time. Colby is right on Johnny's tail through the canyons, neck and neck. Coming around the home stretch. And oh no!
Oh no!
A crash heading into the home stretch. Johnny and Colby mid-air. Both are able to recover and pull into the pit.
Wow, my video!
Oh, nothing.
Send it, Johnny.
Okay.
Luke in the lead, but he has to reapproach a gate there. Wants to get just the right line. And Johnny is back up and in the race. Phil is flying well despite some technical issues. Still seems to be struggling with his camera somewhat. Oh no, Phil is down.
Did you disarm? What happened? Like, the video was so horrible, there's no way.
Colby is still up, chasing down Johnny. These two are fighting tooth and nail. It's a real dogfight out there. Oh no, Johnny has misjudged gate 2. He's going to have to come around. Now that has handed the advantage to Colby. Johnny's doing everything he can to make up that time on Colby. Luke lines up the home stretch. Comes to the finish line and a power loop to celebrate.
No! Nicely done, boys.
Who will finish second? Colby will come in second, and Johnny finishes third.
All right, we are here with Team Next Blades. You guys, congratulations. You guys have officially switched it up. You guys are now first place so far. Johnny, you had a midair, actually. How did that go?
Yeah, Colby and I hit. Banged up a prop, but I managed to stay in the air and I finished, so that's all that matters.
What's the strategy coming into this last heat?
Yeah, we'll just go for it. Same again. See where it goes.
So the scores after the second race in the finals have Next Blades taking top spot with 26 points. Team Lumineer behind by only 4 points.
We are coming down to the final race, and when we are doing the math, it's coming down to 22 to 26. Doing some quick calculations here, in order for Lumineer to take the win, they must take a first and at least a third place finish in order to take the win. Now, what will be interesting is if Next Blades takes a first place run and DQs, we're gonna have ourselves a tiebreaker.
All right, 10-second countdown.
And the final race is underway. Next Blades in the lead, but oh, 3 quads squeeze through that gate at once. Johnny has to pull off of the line to reapproach.
Crashed? Yeah.
And it looks like it's good he did. You can see on the replay from Johnny's quad, Colby goes through the gate and buries himself in the sand. A puff of dirt, all that remains of his chances. Mac and Kane battling for first here, and oh, Kane just smashed into that gate.
Damn it.
You stuck at the gate?
Yep. Look at the gate over there.
Look at that. Kane's quad forever a part of the Trona Pinnacles. That's one way to make your mark. Lumineer is out, and Mac and Johnny just need to finish clean to take home first place.
Oh, that was awesome. Good job, guys.
Mac lining up for the home stretch. Johnny is just tearing through the course. And it's not over yet. If both these pilots crash, they're gonna have to refly. Johnny will pit while Mac continues ripping up the course. Mac coming back around to pit himself at... Oh, look at that. The timing is perfect with Johnny taking off the second Mac landed for his battery change. Next Blades have just been on the next level all day. Mac is back up, passing Kane's dead quad there, and oh, looks like he's got a technical issue. He's having some sort of a problem. Mac's quad failing him. Could be the receiver.
No!
Mac's radio has failed him, and he has crashed out. Nobody knows where he landed. It is up to Johnny Shear to finish this out. If he can hold on and stay in the air, Next Blades will be the champions. Johnny just has to hang on here. Flying clean. But of course, he's still pushing it as fast as he can. Through the home stretch. And Johnny Shear is the winner, bringing it home for Next Blades.
Oh, Mac, where's your quad?
No I saw one quad was stuck in a gate on the top thing.
That's him.
Kane, what are you doing, bro?
I don't know, man.
Next Blades take first place over Lumineer with a score of 36 to 22.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Team Next Blades, the official winners of the first race for this DHL Champion Series. You guys have officially locked in Trona Pinnacles. Johnny, what's going through your mind?
It was a crazy 2 days of flying out here. It's super hot, so very excited and happy to get this win for Next Blades, and you know, looking forward to the next race.
Luke, tell me, how's it feel to be securing the win for your team?
Yeah, it's pretty good. We secured the win. We just took it easy, did what we used to doing, and yeah, managed to take it.
So the DHL Champion Series, fueled by Mountain Dew seasonal leaderboard, stacks up like this. Next Blades in first place with 5 points, Lumineer second with 4, KDRA with 3 points, while Rebel and Thunder Power have 2 and 1 points respectively. The Airhogs move of the day highlights a significant maneuver that demonstrates quick thinking and technical skill from a single pilot. For the Trona Pinnacles, the move of the day goes to Kane Mad Air Midair for his power loop on Heat 7. Kane came off the launching pads at full speed and misjudged the first gate. Due to his quick thinking and amazing skill, Kane decided to take a wide power loop to shave off some speed in order to line himself up to enter Gate 1. The move saved Kane from crashing and secured Lumineer's position to get into the finals. For our next race, we're in the Mojave Boneyard, a complex technical course with little room for error. With soaring temperatures, sandstorms, and video issues.
Video is terrible.
Tensions rise between the pilots.
Sorry.
Bad.
And they are pushed to their limits.
Walk away.
And so, until next time, from the Trona Pinnacles, this is Josh Dean saying goodbye.
Oh, video.
I crashed. Oh, I crashed too. What's happening over there?
Talisman. Anything thought to have magical or protective powers. The Talisman is here. Neymar. Marseille PSG. On beIN Sports.
Hi, I'm Tom Sykes. Happy 5th anniversary, beIN Sports.